Good morning, Dallas Cowboys fans. Welcome into the Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz. I'm IndyCar Tim for this Monday, January 2nd, here on the FanStream Sports DSP Media Podcast Network. Got a little update here on Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch, of course, injured against the Jaguars with what appeared to be a neck injury, and it was a little bit alarming at the time because, of course, of Vander Esch's history with neck injuries. He missed many, many games of the 2019 season, the 2020 season, with neck issues, remained pretty healthy last year and most of this year and has played really, really well. And then, of course, favoring his neck in an injury against the Jaguars in Week 15, kind of alarming to watch, but then the MRI the following week showed it supposedly just to be a stinger and unrelated to the previous neck injuries that he had. The question is, will he be able to suit up against the Washington Commanders after he's missed the last two games against the Titans and the Eagles? And it has been determined that the Cowboys will give him another game of rest. As Vander Esch said on Monday, I quote, "It's about the playoffs. They're just giving me a little bit extra time to get some rest," end quote. And that's really the important thing, isn't it? As we saw Vander Esch favoring his neck against the Jaguars, and it kind of gave you a sickening feeling if you're a Cowboys fan, if you're a Vander Esch fan, because of that history. According to all reports, it wasn't related to the previous neck injuries. It was just a stinger. Of course, Vander Esch, he's 26 years old. He's been in the league now 5 years. He is on a one-year deal with the Cowboys after they did not exercise the option for his fifth year, which is this year. But they did sign him to a new one-year deal in the offseason after they failed to upgrade really at the linebacker position with some targets that they had out there. Bobby Wagner, of course, went elsewhere. And Vander Esch has had a pretty good year. I mean, he's played well up until the point that he got hurt. We know while Vander Esch has been out, they called on another linebacker with injury issues, Damone Clark, out of LSU. Of course, he had that spinal fusion surgery last year and has fully recovered. He's shown some flashes this year. 44 tackles, 27 solo, and 2 forced fumbles. Vander Esch on the season, 90 tackles, 54 of which were solo, 1 forced fumble on the season. But, of course, he will now be watching from the sideline as the playoff-bound Cowboys. We know they're in the playoffs. We don't yet know who they're going to play. They're going to try to move to 13-4 with the win at Washington. If the Cowboys do not win the division, they will be the 5th seed. And now we do know that they will play the winner of the NFC South, which is now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as of Sunday. If they go on to win the division and claim the number 1 seed, then it won't be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But there's a ton of playoff fun still happening in both the NFC and the AFC with division. There's also a ton of fun if you're on the lower end of the totem pole for the number 1 pick, as that still has yet to be determined going into the last week of the season. So lots of things to look out for. Leighton Vander Esch, though, will be watching from the sidelines, will not play. We'll have more for you this week as we get ready for the Washington Commanders, as we get ready for Monday Night Football tonight. Bengals and the Bills. It's going to be a good one. If you're a fan of that AFC, we'll do all of this again tomorrow with some more Dallas Cowboys updates. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.